In Nebraska, we have 4 different kind of prairie lands. We have a short grass prairie that is out in the western panhandle of Nebraska. In the northern central part, we have a sandhill prairie. In the southern central, we have a mixed grass prairie. And in the east, we have a tall grass prairie, and that's the side of Nebraska that we live on, is the tall grass prairie. Now, what you're going to see now are some animals that are in our prairies all across Nebraska. We have the American bison. Okay, this is bison. It just looks really matted. It is kind of soft, but I think that we would have trouble running a comb through it. And it doesn't really lay down. It's just kind of matted and fluffy at the same time. And that's what you see on the buffaloes. The buffalo is bison. So that's what buffalo fur looks like. A pronghorned antelope. Now, here's what the skin or the fur of a prong-hilled antelope would look like. Brown so it blends in and it lightens toward the bottom. It's kind of soft. That's the pronghorned antelope. Here we have a pronghorned antelope. There's its eye sockets, and its nostril, and its horns. They are on their skull. Unlike the antelope and deer, their antlers are independent. But this pronghorned antelope has some really funky looking teeth. Look at those teeth. They're like 2 parts. And I don't know if the color has something to do with their age, but see how they're kind of stacked up on top of each other? They're not just one solid tooth like most of our other predators we've looked at have. It's kind of interesting. I'd have to figure out why it's up like that. And it's a pronghorned antelope. A pronghorned antelope. The coyote. Okay, this is a coyote. I'll run you down the length of the coyote first. He's pretty long. And there's his hind legs and his tail. Now the coyote, He's got really long hair too, and it's soft and thick. Move him around here and look at his face. There's his nose and his eyes. And his ears are right there. And if we look underneath, we see his bottom jaw and his top jaw. So that's where the skull came out of. His teeth would be right in there. But coyotes, yeah, look how long that hair is. Some of the other pelts we looked at, the hair was very short. Let's see, I think he's got an underside too. We'll turn him over. His underside is lighter colored. But it's just as long. And very soft underneath also. Now we have a coyote skull. So as you can see, it's a little bit bigger. Well, quite a bit bigger. It's bigger than Miss Cindy's hand. Coyote kind of has a dog look. There's his eyes and his nose. You see his front teeth there? You'd almost think it was just a dog. With the canine incisors. And the sharp teeth all the way back. And because they eat meat. They have to be able to chew their meat. So there's the coyote. And my little tag says that coyotes are all the way from Alaska to Central America and east to New York City. So coyotes are brown all over. There's the nostrils again. Okay, so this is a badger. And that's what the badger's face looks like. It's got that white stripe. I think it's related to the skunk. There's his little nose and his eyes. Now the badger, look at how long his hair is. It's really, really soft, but look how long it is. It's a lot longer than most of the other animals. And I wonder if that has something to do with the fact that they're in water. See how long it is toward the tail? It's really thick and long. There's his tail. And his underside looks like it would be a lighter colored also. But he's kind of black and white all over the top. And that's what the badger looks like. So now we have a badger skull. And they've got it wired shut. So I'm not going to be able to open it up. See the wire? They have it wired shut. But you can see how they fit together. They've got sharp teeth all the way back. There's their eye sockets and their nostrils. Look at that. You want that coming at you? Ooh, I'd be scared. So this is a badger skull, and I would guess that it's about 6 inches, between 5 and 6 inches long. The red fox and the swift fox. Okay, this is a swift fox. So they've got the string through his eye. You know, he's not there anymore, so it's okay that it goes through his eyes. Okay, this was his snout and nose. And here's his ears. Now this little guy, he's really soft. Really soft. But see, he's different colors too. He's a little bit lighter here, a little bit darker here. Darker toward the back. And there's his one foot, there's his tail, there's his other foot. I think his front feet are on the underside. The underside of the fox is really white. Oh, really soft. Soft like a kitty. Yeah. That's how soft it is. It's really soft like a kitty. And this is the true size of a swift fox. So it's not terribly big. I'd like to thank Nebraska Game and Parks Commission for allowing me to borrow the trunk called Prairie Life. That's where I got to see all the pelts and the skulls and got some of my information for my videos this week. And so I do give a big shout out. Thank you very much. And I do thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it this week.